Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chanel's Reality. Listen, we're here today to. Bentley, stop! Sorry. We're here today to recap The Real Housewives of Potomac. And I want to start off on the parts that made me the happiest or were most entertaining to watch. So I'm going to start at the towards the end where and this, by the way, this is the recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and this, I believe, well, it says episode 14, Suns Out, Buns Out. So I was gonna say it's their last episode, but it's not. I was gonna say it's their final episode. So no, it's season 8, episode 14. And like I said, I want to start out with what was the most entertaining and likable, fun to me, because this is Chanel's reality, and since I'm Chanel, we're gonna go with whatever I like. You know what? I like to live my life in the light. Call me crazy. I like to live my life in the light, and I try to assume best intent, But these ladies on Potomac, they just sometimes, I can't. So that's why I want to start with something happy. Okay. So what made me happy? It you know what? It hit my spirit different. Cause listen, I've said from the beginning that Ashley is another King Cobra. I mean, she's a savage human being. But she's the scariest type of savage human being because these ladies, like, she does the most treacherous things. She makes up lies. She calls it putting sauce on it, but that is lying. Exaggeration is lying. Adding shit is lying. So let's be clear. See how it's already gonna get me. So now we're gonna say that for last. We're gonna say that for last. But she's saying, I guess, like the chorus of a new song that she wrote or someone wrote or something. She said that her therapist or someone basically challenged her because she wanted to get back into doing music or whatever. And initially I was like, oh, God, here we go. Sis really just want to be Candace, but she don't want to say it. Shout out to Candace, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is, after she sang it, Candace she was so sweet to her. Candace was like, I don't remember the exact words, but she was very encouraging to her. And it's like, even though Ashley pretends to receive it, she can't. Just like Giselle can't receive anything from Wendy or Candace. Giselle doesn't even try to pretend like she can receive it. But Ashley will pretend, which is why she continuously fools Candace. Candace, Wendy, and Sutton from Beverly Hills are all in the same boat. This was my last season of caring, if you guys can't see it and y'all up and close and personal, that these people do not care about you. They don't care to be in your space. I just don't understand why y'all keep trying to make fetch happen. I think they actually said that in this episode. I think somebody said something about Candace is trying to make, not Candace, Ashley's trying to make fetch happen. But anyways, yes, I'm making ice cream because I've had a rough week. And a few really ill people in my family and someone close to me passed away. So I'm here for Ashley's song. So I'm just playing a little snippet of it, if y'all can hear it.
Okay, I love this. All right. Healing and I'm thriving. No, not just surviving. Healing and I'm thriving now. Oh, yes, I'm healing and I'm thriving. No, not just surviving. We're healing and we're thriving now.
I was like, yes, Ashley for the win. Listen, real talk, like I said, I cannot stand Ashley. Ashley's a treacherous human being. But I can give, I'm fair. I can give credit where credit is due. And she did that, because I certainly didn't think she could sing. Like, that, whatever she did, I've never even watched, that episode where, I don't know, Ashley had, they were having something at her Australian restaurant that she never wanted, but that her husband forced her to have Aussie cuisine just because he had the money anyway. And she was having some sort of, I don't know, gathering, get together. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but she did this whole song and was dedicating it to Michael. And I just couldn't, because it just, how you have secondhand embarrassment? That I didn't even watch it, and that's how I felt. I feel like there's secondhand embarrassment, and I can't be a part of it. So listen, I'm gonna sit up here. I'm gonna talk to y'all, okay? And y'all gonna just let me be me because, well, I'm always gonna be me. Be clear. But I decided I had to start going to McDonald's and buying those sundaes, and I love a good McDonald's sundae, even though it's not the right kind of ice cream, but it's just I don't know. Right now, I'm addicted, unfortunately, to yummy. I'm addicted to Chick-fil-A sandwiches and ice cream sundaes. And look, I have to have the best caramel. So I bought some more caramel. I ain't like it that much. But I got this one and it's really good. I don't know who Miss Richardson is, but you know what? Sis know how to make some caramel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just put this caramel on here. Sure am. Yep, sure am. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, McDonald's, y'all don't get the little Fisher nuts anymore, or whoever makes those nuts. That sounds bad. But I don't care, because like I said, I haven't had the best week. So this truly is that good. Because don't you hate when you see those people and they be cooking on the show and move Bentley, and they taste the food, and no matter how terrible the food is, or no matter if it's good or not, they always do this. Oh God, they do that. But this really is that good. I wasn't making it. I wasn't faking no orgasm. Just saying. Anywho, so like I said, I'm gonna start at the end of the episode because I feel like the end was the most entertaining. I feel like, and then we'll get into the reason why I named this. What did I name this? I think it was the pot. What did I write? This is the pot and the kettle. The pot calling the kettle. No, I said this is the pot and the kettle episode. Because the level of Olympic size hypocrisy and double standards. Don't judge me. I can't. It's just beyond. So I don't want to start there because I don't feel like getting irritated early. Okay, so we're gonna start when the ladies go outside. So when they go outside, this is towards the end of the day. Like I said, it's the end of the episode. And they start talking about, I don't know who the person was that, see, I gotta have a whole heater in my house just to survive. Anyway, I don't know who it was that, was in charge of them. Maybe it was Robin. I think it was Robin. And, I'm sorry, guys. This is so terrible. Is it weird that I like my ice cream to be a little bit melty? Yes, honey. Okay. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Let me bring home. Yep. Okay. My life together. So they're playing this game, and I feel like they get along the best, in my opinion, when they are talking about sex. That trip that they went to Austin, not Juan, Laura about to call her Juan. Robin let everybody know that that she swallows. I can't. Listen, I'm glad I'm not on the panel right now because I cannot. Listen, I'm not. Sorry. I'm sorry that whatever the people in the porn industry convinced you of when you was 16 watching porn wasn't supposed to be. And that's why you had the socks with the, or the extra towels in your room. You don't know. Your mama don't know why you got these towels in your room at 12 because you don't take a bath like you're supposed to. So she's definitely trying to figure out what the hell got these towels in here for. But anywho, yeah, I'm not doing that. Maybe one day before I die. I just can't. I don't see a reason. So at me if there's a reason, but I don't see one. Because I promise you, if you ask your better half, If he want to suck and swallow, he gonna say no. Hello? Hmm? Stop me when I'm lying. Okay. Because now that I done settled that. Anyway. But, so they're playing this game. And this, to me, this part was actually entertaining. What was trippy to me was Wendy. Okay, so the new girl, I forget the question they asked her, but they asked her some question. And she starts giving like this kind of long-winded explanation or something like that. And then they asked Wendy, I think Mia may have asked Wendy, when's the last time, or what's the longest time you've ever, gone without having sex with Eddie? And she said like 2 weeks. I think it was only because like the first week, like she was on her cycle or whatever, and then she traveled. So that's why they had that like that. I don't know why people have these conversations. Although I love having, like, I've had a million like passion parties and stuff like that. I love it. I think it's very entertaining. It's very fun to watch these buttoned up people. Okay. these prudish people. It's fun like to watch them squirm a little bit, but because you know that the freak is coming out. Just give it time. Because how it works is, sidebar, how it works is you get one of those really good sex party, they sell like the sex toys and stuff, right? You get one of those people to come out. And the key to it is you just got to be rough out the gate. So they'll start with a really kind of like vulgar word that, all the prissy people, which I probably would be in the prissy boat. just immediate initially anyways. But when you have the good sex partner lady, sex instructor or seller of the sex toys, coming out the gate, and they have a game like the one that I think is easy, but it also kind of shakes people awake. It's like they'll ask like the first letter of your name, you have to give like a nasty word for it. So if your name's Paula, you're probably gonna say so just saying. And that, kind of loosens people up a little bit. And then, if you have a little alcohol, just saying. So I think these are fun, and I think they bring everyone together because people can be prude as prude as they want to be, but everybody has sex. Be clear, even if it's alone. People are doing things to themselves, so it's a natural thing. That's all I'm gonna say. So this is what I was gonna say. So when Wendy's talking about whatever sex her and Eddie has or something like that, then Ashley says, what did she say? She says something about a third brown eye. And you know me, I'm like, what are they talking about? I'm like, who got a brown eye? Where did you get the brown eye from? Because in my mind, I'm like, is this a sex toy I don't know about? Child, listen. Listen. That sounds like Phaedra when she be eating. Remember she was eating that pickle when they first had Aiden? Or maybe she was gonna have Aiden. Yeah, that pickle scene was just like, girl. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's so good though. I'm healing and I'm thriving. Shout out to Ashley, girl, because I promise you, I tried to figure out how to make that a ringtone. Okay, I was trying to make it happen because, like I said, I lost somebody close to me, and then my aunt has cancer, and she thought she was done with when she completed chemo, but then now she's doing radiation, and it's just sad to me. It's very, very sad. And then my other aunt last week They were like basically saying she's not gonna make it. But praise the God, praise the Lord. She's home now, so I'm just so grateful. I still don't know what her diagnosis was, but it's just, I'm just sharing that only to say just live in the light. Try to be grateful when you can. Why, Bentley? Go get in your bed. Why you can't? It's just like having a child. I'm like, you got a whole fancy bed over there. Why do you need to be under the table with all of my stuff that y'all can't see that's on my table? That he's bound to knock something over, and it's just like, go. But anyways, I can't be mad at him. He wants to be around me. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, okay, so back to the third eye. I'm like, what the hell's the third eye? What are they talking about? And so then I finally get, I was like, oh. So, because they give some clues. They don't say it, I don't think. But basically, they're talking about your hole. The other one, the other hole. Okay? I can't. Listen. I'm like, what? And then Wendy says something to the effect of like, that's his favorite something. That's his I was just like, oh my God. I'm grossed out and I'm not Eddie. But this is the thing. I mean, okay, listen. I'm only listen, I'm married to so I don't have all those other. I'm not a hoe, was never a hoe. I'm just saying. I did want to have, like, I was like, you know what? If I die, and I get reincarnated, maybe I come back as a hoe. Because maybe, hoes have a lot more fun. I don't know. But I just was like, I ain't getting pregnant. And I'm not having sex with you just because you cute enough or you think that I'm just not that girl. I got dreams and aspirations. I got things to do. I do. Check. I got shit to do. I mean, I don't have time to be getting STDs and whatever else. So for me, I was like, well, I'm the good girl over here. So I think I probably, if I could, would probably come back as just a slight hoe, maybe. No, I just don't think I have it in me. I'm just, shout out to all the hoes, but I don't know that I have that in me. But I would like to know what it's like. It's just like, ooh, I don't know. I just had shit to do, so I was just like, nah, I ain't doing that. But anyways, let's see. Oh, so yeah, so they were talking about the third eye, and I was just like, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, that is so embarrassing. But then I thought to myself, I think it's just embarrassing to me because I think lots of people do that. Like, I have a few friends, a friend or two, and I guess it's a thing. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why anyone would go and pick that one because that's the hole where all comes out of. So I just don't understand. I'm not into it. And I would feel a way if a man wanted to do that to me. I'd be like, but why? Like, what are we doing that for? I don't know. I would not ever. I ain't kissing nothing where comes out of it. I ain't no, not now, not ever. Okay, be clear. But I do know that there are people, that's a thing. I guess, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things that if we had a real conversation about like stuff that I've heard and people told me, I'm like, oh my God. But my husband always says that I'm very green. I am. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not being a hoe. Be clear. I know Amber, Rose, and a whole bunch of other girls. I got y'all out here thinking, oh, stop slut shaming me. And that's fine too. Stop slut shaming people. But I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. There's a lot wrong with being a hoe in my book for me. You want to go be a hoe? Do it. Girl, listen. Live your best whole life. Live your best whole life. I am here for it. And you know why? I just feel this way. I think everybody should let people be who they are. Why? Because I want to be who I am. I don't need you to tell me or make me feel guilty or try to intimidate me or make me think something different. I'm going to be me. You be you. And I'm happy with you being you. I ain't going to do it, but, listen, if that's what y'all want to do it. Bolo style. Anyways, so yeah, the third eye comment was it was entertaining for me. Anyways, I really didn't care about, they were asking Ashley about having sex and listen, I didn't care. Because here's the thing. In my mind, Ashley will have sex with anything moving. This is my opinion. And let me be clear. This show, Chanel's Reality, this is all alleged and in my opinion. If I have other people on the show, it's in their opinion. These are my thoughts. I don't know these people, but it's for entertainment purposes. So based on what Ashley and Bravo has shown us of her, I just feel like she'd have it with anybody. And let's be clear, I'm not saying that because I don't like Ashley and because she's a liar and she's deceitful and just doesn't have a decent bone in her body, at least that I could see, aside from being maybe a mom. Stop me when I'm wrong, If you would have sex with Michael Darby, and we know he's sticking and moving. I mean, how many seasons has Ashley been on there? That's how many seasons he's been sticking and moving. I'm just saying what the Bravo cameras showed us. So tell me why I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, Bravo wrong. Now I do a class action. Just saying. Hoeing by Bravo. It's hoeing by Bravo and definitely criminals by Bravo. The way shit is set up nowadays, I'm like, Bravo. Y'all hiring criminals? Didn't Portia Williams marry a criminal? Allegedly. Well, y'all hired Marlo. Shout out to Marlo, love her. But there's a lot of people on there that have a criminal history. And I ain't talking about unpaid parking ticket. So anyway, back to the show. Because I gotta go to bed. It's past my bedtime. Alexa, remind me I need to go to bed in 45 minutes.
Okay, I'll remind you in 45 minutes.
Boop. Okay. So like I said, she's having sex with Michael Darby. I mean, I think that's enough said. Michael Darby and oh yeah, I wrote this too. Like if she's having sex with Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Because I wrote here, I was like, if Ashley's having sex with Michael Darby and swallowing his sewage, then she'll do anyone walking. I'm sorry, Ashley. But I just don't, you don't give standards, in my opinion. Just saying. So, no, she's not going to be, and I don't like girls, but I'm saying if I was going to choose, it definitely wouldn't be her. Really wouldn't be none of these girls. I don't like girls. Let me be very clear about that. But I'm just like, there's none of them. Robin says that she. So the question I think they asked Robin is that, what would your significant other want you to do? Like, what sexual fantasy do they want for you? And Robin says that Juan wants to watch Robin have sex with someone else, either a man or a woman or both. I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. I do believe Juan. Listen, Juan lies, or has lied, let me say it like that, to his wife. And we all know that he has, right? Because she said he cheated on her. So there's a lie somewhere, right? But in this situation, I believe Juan definitely said he wants her to have sex with someone else. But I don't think he wanted to watch it. I really think Juan wants Robin to have sex with someone else so he can go have sex with someone else. Like, I think he wants somebody to come and fulfill Robin so he can go on and do, whatever he wants and they can actually get a divorce again. That's what I think. I definitely think he said it. But I don't think he wants to see her like that. That's my opinion. But if he did, I can guarantee you she's already done it. I shouldn't say guarantee. It is in my opinion. I mean, she said she swallowed. So. And she probably been doing that since high school, because wasn't they together in high school? So anyway, what else did I write here? What did I say? Oh, I said I don't believe Juan wants to watch her. I don't believe he desires her anymore at all. Robin, listen, girl. At me if you about that life. What did Mariah Hawk say? I got the receipts, honey. You want to see them? We just got hotel bills. That's all. Paid for by Juan Dixon. Um, and then Anika says that. Oh, okay. So at the end, towards the end, the producers are asking NECA about this game that people play called Love F, which is getting in and kill. No, I think it's marry, have lit, and kill. So yeah, it's those three. And then so the producer asked that of NECA, and NECA says, she said, I think even in the episode too, she said that, Juan, she said Juan and Gordon. Listen, I don't, Mia doesn't even want to have sex with Gordon. Sorry, Gordon, because I don't dislike Gordon. I think he's a real one. She said, what did Mia say? That's not fair, Gordon. He said, you want fair, go to a circus. Yes, honey. And I thought Gordon was nice. No, but no, Gordon, listen. He's kind of like me. I will be nice to you, but please understand, you could get it too. Anybody, get in line. You can all get it. I'm the nicest person in the world, but if you try me, girl, it's probably best to just stay over there. just leave me alone. So, yeah. So she said she wants Juan. I mean, she would have sex with Juan and Gordon. I think she said that in the circle because in the with all the other ladies. But when she was in the confessional or whatever, she said Juan. So I think she said she would have sex with Juan. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I think she said she would have sex with Juan. She would marry Gordon, maybe. I think. I'm not sure. And then she would set Eddie free. Listen, I'm not here for NECA, but I will say this. NECA's the second person to kind of try to shade Wendy in the sense that because they were playing that game. Oh, it was Mia trying to shade her. They were playing that game at Karen's house about like I forget the name of the game. I think it's like it's not Love Connection, but it's basically like when you have couples together and they ask questions and try to see if the couples can answer their questions the same answer, like if they have the same thought process or they remember the same way or whatever. And it was a really cute episode and cute game. And Mia in that episode was saying about how, basically she's trying to say that Eddie's controlled by, Wendy or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like, could that be true? Absolutely, it could definitely be true. But I just think Mia is mad and jealous that Eddie and Wendy actually do love each other. I do think that. I do think that if a man is willing to kind of like literally leave his family and cleave to his wife, there's something there. To me, that kind of fits in that category of unbreakable bond. So she knows, Mia does, that she's disposable. She's always known that. People don't work in a strip club who think that they're not. Stop me when I'm wrong. At me if you about that life. I'm just saying. Stop me when I'm telling a lie. And shout out to all the strippers. I know strippers. I don't go to strip clubs, but I know strippers. But I'm just saying, if you value yourself, you're not just busting it wide open for anybody, for the highest bidder. I'm just saying. And listen, it's nothing wrong. Like I said, I want people to do them because I want to be able to do me. So do whatever makes you happy. But this is just Chanel's opinion because this is Chanel's reality. And I'm never going to listen. I'll listen to you, but you're not going to be able to change my mind without facts and logic. You ain't going to be able to do it. So, like I said, at me. So anyway, so NECA girl. Anyway, NECA is the second person to talk or insinuate that Wendy, Dr. Wendy Elsefo probably has a little bit of a tight rein on Eddie. Listen, on one hand, I think they're just being haters. And then on the other hand, I think that they probably on some level feel like Wendy has a tight hold on him for a reason. and maybe he would be a little more wild or fun or whatever it is if she wasn't like controlling him so much. But I just think I don't get from Wendy or Eddie at all, especially Eddie, that they could really be controlled by anybody. It just, they don't give me that. Maybe I'm missing it, but I just don't get that from them. And the first time I really kind of saw it was when Wendy was gonna start a candle line, I believe, or open a Nigerian. No, I think she's gonna open a Nigerian club or something. And Eddie was like, "And where you gonna get your money from?" Because I think Peter was like, "Oh, it's gonna be 300,000 or something crazy like that." If you listen, if you're in earshot of my voice, what the church say and what the pastor said at the church, everybody underneath the sound of my voice, don't give Peter any money, anybody, no investments. Okay, stop it. I can't tell grown educated people to stop it, but I just don't understand. Okay, I don't understand. But anyway, I knew Eddie was no punk when he was talking to Wendy, and he asked her. He said, where are you gonna get this money for this business? And she said, I'm gonna use your money. And he said, oh no, you're not. That's why I was like, oh no. So that's why it doesn't ring true to me that she has such a hold on him. You know what I mean? It just doesn't ring true to me. But I do think that I'm just saying what it looks like. You never know really what's going on in anybody's home, okay? Unless you got cameras and you have the audio. You don't really ever know. But I think that they are bonded. And I think that they are truly two people. Because marriage to me is just two people holding hands, walking in the same direction for the most part. Because you are two different individuals and you try your best to try to be accommodating to each other, be understanding, be loving, being considerate, all those things. And if you are those things and you try to do it effectively, you will probably stay married. It's when yourself get so involved in whatever's going on that you can't do something beyond yourself, or you can't see or be considerate beyond yourself and what you want. That's when people have problems. It's just the truth. When you can compromise and not be bitter about it, when you can say you're wrong and truly mean it, and stop whatever behavior that's causing your wife or your husband to be whatever it is that they are, whether it's resentment, hurt, frustrated, whatever, then you can make it. But if you can't say you're wrong, you can't change your behavior, why are we together? We're just going to be back at the same point again. I always say if you see the same thing twice in your life within a year, you did not learn your lesson the first time. That's just my opinion. But I don't get from Wendy and Eddie that this is the type of show that would take them down. I just don't. Because I think Wendy trusts Eddie and vice versa. Who else? Oh, they were talking about, because Ashley, I don't even care with Ashley. She's annoying. And everything to me about her is phony. I do like the song that she did. So Ashley, good job on that. So at some point, the ladies are at dinner and they talk to Ashley. Ashley wants to basically say, she doesn't want to talk about her personal life. Ashley, you're supposed to be a real housewife of Potomac. What do you mean you don't want to talk about your personal life, girl? What you talking about? What she means is, in my opinion, is that Michael told her don't talk about his life. Because when has Ashley ever been like prude about her relationship? She's been nothing but open, in my opinion, overly open. And so now all of a sudden, maybe because he lost that lawsuit, he was trying to sue Candace, and now he's gonna try to sue Ashley and the network if they don't stop talking about him. Too bad you signed those documents that said that Bravo and well, who is it? Truly Original and NBC, whoever, they have the right to use your likeness for perpetuity and to perpetuity, like they for the rest of your life. You signed your life away, Mr. Darby, and you're supposed to be smart. So anyway, so they're talking, like I said, Ashley's being kind of like, coy about it and doesn't really want to say, whatever. She doesn't, suddenly Ashley doesn't, have anything to say, which is mind blowing. So then somehow the conversation shifts to Mia, because I think Mia, that's why, because Mia was kind of like trying to like, stir the pot like she does. With Ashley by saying, basically she's insinuating that, Ashley is staying with him because of the security, the money, the financial means that Michael brings. This is the thing that I don't understand. I don't get that. I understand what Mia and everybody who's watching the show is saying by, she's there for the money. That's very clear. But what I don't understand is why maybe season 1 or 2, she was there for the money and the security. But the last time I checked, Ashley Darby make more money than me. So I'm not understanding why she's there for the money. What are you doing with your checks, sis? Are you Erica Jane? What did Erica Jane say? She never saw the checks. They went directly wherever. They kept her far, far away from it. Stop lying, Erica. Girl, stop it. This is my opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. So I don't know, girl. What are you doing? Ashley, what have you done with your money that you can't afford your own $2 million house? I don't get it. You had to have made at least $2 million. You've been on the show almost 10 years. No? I'm not good at math, so maybe my math ain't mathing, but it just sounds like you should have at least $2 million. Because here's the thing. What are you doing with your money? You're not driving the baddest car. At least Giselle is pulling up in her new G-Wagon. That's what, $200,000-$300,000? She did ride around in that little, what car was that? One of those small smart cars or something like that? Or that Gucci car? I don't know. So you don't dress well. It's not like you dripping in diamonds or Dior or Chanel or... So where is your money going? You're not flying private. If you are, it's not being paid by Bravo. So what are you doing with your money? I don't get it. And don't say it's because you have babies now because of love. You've been the same plain Jane, literally buying your clothes from Five Below or the $9.99 store that every girl who's like 19 going to the club that's broke can go and buy her a $20 dress or whatever. That's how you dress. So I don't know. And I'm not shading you how you dress how you want. It's a very personal thing to wear your makeup and your hair and your clothing. It's very personal. So whatever you think is good, looks good for you, that's fine. I'm just saying you don't look like you have on a $400 outfit. And I'm not saying you should have to look like you have on a $400 outfit. You don't. But where is your money going if you're not buying $400 outfits? You ain't buying a $2 million house on your own. You're not driving around in a Bentley. You're not flying first class, or at least not first class, private. So where's your money going? Where is it going? That you need him. And don't get me wrong. I understand. Oh, I'm just going to use his money and she can save her money. I get it. But if I got to do that, then you're whole behavior. Just stop me when I'm wrong. And listen, go do your best. Like, I just don't know why. I don't get it. Like, you're on TV. I don't know why you would want to go, why you would knowingly go on TV to show the world that you're only worth whatever your spouse allows you to have. I can only buy a house if he approves it and we put in his LLC. I don't understand. That's not boss moves. Maybe it's just me. I do believe in talking with your husband and y'all having, a mutual understanding of, what money we're going to save and what we're spending. I do understand that. But that is not what's happened. And I do think, even though I think it's wrong for Candace to say this, I do think that's why Candace has been literally dead you on sight with the assaults. And the verbal assaults is what I mean. She has. That's why she's been calling you a concubine for however many years. Is because regardless of whatever people want to believe, that is what Ashley is to me. I don't think Ashley's gorgeous. Let me be clear, but I don't think she's ugly. I definitely don't think that. She has pretty moments. I don't think she's gorgeous though. But she definitely could get a different one. And she chose that. So I just don't believe, I could be wrong, to each his own, but I don't believe Ashley's just like, oh my God, he's so hot. Nobody believes that, not even Ashley. Anyways, like I said, she don't want to talk about her financial situation. I just want Mia to shut up. She's just annoying because she's up here talking about how when she met Gordon, he was broke. Mia, what an idiot. Shut up! Stop lying! I can't take it. I cannot. Mia, girl, how do you lie that much? I don't know how anybody lies that much. And this is the sad part. You know how people would say, you know, if you lie, you still you could. And the worst thing about lying is you have to remember the lie. And that's the worst thing. That's Mia's worst situation because she doesn't remember her lies. Bentley, move. Sorry, gotta turn my heat on because my husband trying to freeze me to death. She can't remember her lies. So Mia first came on our TVs talking about, you know, Gordon is a boss and he owns these the joint whatever it is, the chiropractic places. There's one up the street from my house. Which when I first saw the joint, this was years ago, I thought they were talking about like smoking. And I don't know anything about smoking or drugs or anything. I don't. But I was just like, I started thinking to myself, this is probably like 10, 15 years ago, but I was thinking to myself, oh my God, are they going to approve, you know, the use of marijuana? This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh my God. And they're like near my neighborhood. Like I know. That's why I say my husband says I'm green, but I didn't know this one. I didn't see the word chiropractic. I just saw the joint and I was just like, oh my God. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe it could be like, they were talking about like your joints. That's what I thought. But anyway, it's a cute name. It's catchy. So they're having this whole conversation with Mia at the table, and Mia is just lying like she does because she says that she, like I said, she can't remember her lie because she said that when she met Gordon, she was what did Mia say she was? Mia said she was she worked in a gentleman's club. I don't know if she used the word club, but she worked in a gentleman's club where they served lobster and steak, like as if that's something of prestige. Okay, it's not. Let's be clear. Lobsters are the cockroaches of the sea, and I love a lobster. But let's just call it what it is, because that's what it is. Okay. Also, if you go on the right day, depending on, you know, whatever day it is at your market that you go to, some stores have lobsters and they don't sell for $8.99 for one lobster or $5.99. I've even seen that sometimes. But I'm like, is this suspect? Like, should I be buying that $8? No. But this is the thing. If you just keep it 100, just keep it a buck. The $30 lobster at Morton's and steak, or at some like, I'm trying to think, a fancy steakhouse. I think here we have like Fleming Steakhouse. We have, oh God, there's another one that's Perry Steakhouse. They have good pork chops there. We have, if you go to, and this isn't a steakhouse, but at the Saks Fifth Avenue, they have a restaurant, and they serve like fish and steak and all that. My point is this: we can all afford a $60 steak, sis. What are you talking about? Stop acting like that. But maybe she's comparing it to regular strip clubs, but I ain't never been to a regular strip club. I mean, I've been to the male strip club, but I didn't know I was going. I didn't know. Oh my God. My friend was like, meet me here after work or whatever. And I did not know. It didn't even dawn on me. I don't know why. But we were all standing outside in the line, and it didn't even dawn on me. At some point, I was like, why is it only women here? I was like, why are there only women in line? But it didn't even dawn on me. I was just happy to go wherever we were going. Yeah, and then I remember coming home, and I don't know if I I probably did, because I'm just not that girl that like hides stuff from my husband like that. I wouldn't care. And I was telling him about it, and he was like, he got angry about it. I mean, like, he ain't fussing me or nothing, because I can't be fussed at, clearly. Just saying. I think he was disappointed. But I think it was disappointed because he knows I'm great. Listen, because I'm the kind of girl that's at the club, and I'm less interested in, like, trying to dance with somebody. First of all, because I'm married. I've been married since I'm, like, for 20 years now at this point. But I'm not the girl at the club trying to get chose, number one. But a lot of my friends back in the day, you know, that's what they would do. And we go out and hang out or whatever. And you always have fun, right? But the fun to me was, like, literally watching people, like, stalk their So you bought her this shot, you bought her friends this shot, and they just following her around the club. It's just so hilarious to me. That, to me, is the fun part. Because at that club that my friend took me to, and my husband was kind of like, how dare you? I think he got a little angry because it was like, he doesn't go to strip clubs. But my husband's honestly not even interested in that, in my opinion. From what he's told me, it's just kind of like, Why would I do that? So I'm supposed to go in here and get all hot and horny for you, and then we can't do nothing? Like, what's the purpose? He's very logical, though. Just, I don't think he probably would know about the, like, champagne room or anything like that. I don't know about the champagne room, but I've, like, heard around or whatever. Anywho, back to the show. So they trying to figure out how come Mia lying, but Mia lying because Candace is like, I thought you said he, would give you $10,000 a night and this, that, and the third, and then Mia's doing the whole Mia be faking. She doing the whole what's $10,000? What's a lot of money? I was just like, oh, shut up. And for whatever reason, Mia keeps talking about how much money they had. Mia, listen, come to the front, girl. Listen, I'm gonna give you some healthy advice. Get your ass off TV. You know why I want you to get off TV? Let's see. Teresa Giudice from Jersey. What's the other lady name? She's more recent. Because Teresa and her husband went to jail, prison. And then, what's the other lady name? Jill or what's her name? She's on that Salt Lake City. Jen, I think. Can you please relax? Oh my God. He's just dying to knock everything off the table. Me and my iPad, he won't let me be great. It's a few people that have gone to jail and had some criminal behavior on Bravo. And to me, with the things that you've said on this show that are completely contradictory at one time or another, I would be worried. I would be like, you never know who watches this. I'm just saying, look at Erica Jane. Now, she ain't go to jail, and Erica allegedly hasn't done anything criminal, but she certainly was married to someone who was doing some stuff that wasn't above board. Let me just say that. Allegedly. So they're having that conversation, and then everybody is like rolling their eyes at Mia, because Mia be lying about everything. And it's just so annoying. To me, she's the most dangerous because she's the thirstiest. And you can't trust a desperate person. Desperate people do all kinds of stuff. I'm just saying. All right, what else? I wrote in here about Juan and what's her name? Oh, because Nicole said she would like to, if she was gonna have sex with a guy on the show, it would be Juan. And all I could do is think to myself, I'm like, I think Juan likes Michael. Entertainment purposes only, but I'm just saying what it comes across to me is that man like Michael. Because explain to me why he's more excited to see Michael. He's more patient with Michael than he is with his wife. I cannot. But I think it's because Michael and Juan are the same people. Except one's wealthy and the other one isn't. But they think alike. You don't have that much fun with someone that doesn't get you or that aren't relatable to you in some way. So, but I think one of those people did say that, they saw that somebody told her that Michael Darby likes to leave his job or leave wherever and go to this other man's house and give him fellatio. That's what was said on the Real Housewives of Potomac at that burn session. That's what was said. So maybe that's what, I don't know. I'm just saying, if it walked like a duck, might be a duck. Just saying. Okay. So I think we got to get into the thick of the stuff that I really was annoying to me. So that was the fun part. So back to, like I said, I call this the pot and the kettle episode. And by the way, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I am a baby YouTuber, and I'm just trying to build my, Chanel's reality community. And I appreciate so much that you guys have decided to come and, check out my video and view my video. I feel like I passed a marker. Yesterday I looked at my analytics or something, and I've had this Chanel's reality for 28 days. And let me see, I was going to just look real quick to see what my analytics are now. 1 second. Where is it? Let me see. Hold on. Why is that song in my head? Living and I'm thriving. Oh, I'm thriving. Living in. Oh, I think she said healing and I'm thriving. Healing and I'm thriving. Listen, it says my channel has almost 7,000 views. Oh my God. That makes me happy. Look. What is that? 6,000 and something? I'm just saying. I'm proud of that. So y'all, please. I need you to like my videos too. Just don't view it. But I've been on here for 28 days. And I have almost 7,000 views. So I'm not mad at that. Okay, back to the story. Back to what I was talking about. List about me. But so I was saying, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. I love I really kind of talk about hot topics and celebrity news, and I don't get to all of it because listen, there's only so many hours in a day, and I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, just trying to win and be great, you know what I mean? And I'm in the healthcare, mental health space. So I have my job is trying to help people understand, you know, some of their situations and how to cope with life, you know, giving them coping skills because everyone has trauma. I just happen to want to heal the world and, you know, as best I can and also just really be able to buy Chanel. And my goal is to have a condo in Hawaii. That's my goal. So we're going to get there, okay? She's on her way. But I really would love it if you guys would support me and help me with my community. So anyway, like I said, we are recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac. And for me, because this is season 8. I think episode like 12 or 15. I don't remember. I'll put it in the description. So I talked about all the things that I found that were entertaining and fun and kind of lighthearted in this episode. And so now I'm just going to get into the stuff that is just, it's annoying. So the episode kind of begins with the ladies, it begins with Giselle crowning this lady Nneka, who's like a new cast member. She doesn't like Wendy because allegedly Wendy's mom she accused Wendy's mom of being like a witch and trying to put her on a shrine. It's just the whole thing that I'm just like, girl, why we couldn't just have 2 queen Nigerians that are boss bitches literally just come on here and set this shit on fire? Like, why couldn't we have that? Why you gotta come on TV and try to crabs in a bucket? I'm not saying that Nneka shouldn't confront her and say, you know, these are some things that are problematic for me and this is what my family's told me your family's doing. 100% you should. The way you went about it is wrong. I would think you're supposed to get in touch with your people first. It would have been better if, you know, just you came in and, you know, your feelings were hurt and you were sad about it or frustrated about it or whatever it is your attitude is about it. Talk to your girl. Talk to her. Say, listen, there's a big ass misunderstanding. There's some things I've been hearing that your mom has said and that you've said. We need to have a conversation. Would you be open to that? We need to have a conversation. You don't just come on TV and be completely, utterly disrespectful to someone's mother. That person, listen, I'm a very forgiving person. But if you say some crazy about my mom, about my child, about my husband, about my children, we are never going to be friends. Be clear. I ain't never been that girl that's like, oh, this girl don't like me and my child is going to go hang out with her child. That ain't ever happened. You are never going to, you don't like me? You think I'm about to send my child? Never. I can be cordial, but we never going to be friends. Because you didn't even give me the decency at least to try to clear my mom's name. You bring it to the whole group. Now I know the producer set you up and you're thirsty on some level to, you know, to be that girl. Because that's what, in my opinion, a lot of these shows have turned into. It's like, who do we think I want to be on? I want to be famous. I'm boring, or I am desperate. Because if you living your best life, why are you on reality TV? And I'm not knocking people that want to come on reality TV. I'm just saying what it is. And what it is you clearly need some attention. What person do you know goes on TV where millions of people are viewing you if you don't want no attention? I'm not saying you couldn't be shy, but you want attention if you're on a nationally syndicated TV show. So, acting like you're not thirsty, acting like you didn't sit at home and watch all the seasons, stop it. And when I mean that, when I'm saying that, I'm not talking about just Nick. I'm talking about every housewife. All of y'all. Except Orange County, because they're the only ones that started it. They're the ones that started it. So they didn't have, technically, a reference point. The rest of y'all did. And don't sit up here and lie. No, I didn't watch it. I just, like Bravo just picked you out of nowhere. Girl, stop it. Stop it. They don't pick people out of nowhere. They don't. Someone referred them, or you got in contact with someone that you know on the show, or that's associated with the show. That's how you got on the show. So this idea that, you know, she's just I don't know these people. I'm just an affluent person. Listen, people, generally speaking, who are affluent, who have shit to lose, they're not going to put themselves on TV to compromise it. They're not. Now, people may say, oh, well, you know, Paris Hilton did it. You're right. Paris Hilton did do it. She also had a sex tape. I'm pretty sure whenever she did that sex tape, she wasn't thinking, I want to be famous. I don't think that. I don't think that at all. I think whatever happened with their whole sex tape situation catapulted her into whatever it was. And someone said, we can monetize this. We'll come put the stark differences between rich and poor, and we'll make everybody seem like hillbillies. And then we'll have, you know, people like Paris and her friend, her bestie. What was that girl's name? Nicole Richie. We'll have them, and they don't know what a Walmart is. That kind of stuff. And it was fun. I know. I remember being 20 years old watching the Simple Life. It was entertaining. It was. And we understood what it was. We understood that this is a show, and this shit is fake. I'm just saying. We understand that Paris Hilton knows what Walmart is. Be sure. She does. Now, does she shop at Walmart? No. But she absolutely knows what it was. But it's good to put it in a show. We all know it's fake. So these people that sit on this show and act like they're so good, and they're not thirsty, and they're not trying to, you watching me at home and all this, girl, you were watching the people before you get home. So shut up. Stop me when I'm lying. Again. Stop me. At me if you bought that life. Yeah. I don't play them games. Let's keep it 100. We keep it 100 over here at Chanel's reality. It ain't changing over here. Okay? And this is the thing. I ain't mad at you. If that's what you want to do you. Like I said before. I'm gonna let everybody be who they are because I like being me. So I'm cool with it, but let's just not fake and act like we're so important. What did Candace tell Mia about Mia saying she was? Because Mia said at the end of the day she kept saying Gordon was broke when she met him. He didn't have any money, and everybody's like, "Wait, that ain't what you said 2 years ago when you met him." But she also didn't know how long the difference between the ages of her and her husband were. Mia been lying since she got on the show. Anyway, and so they weren't letting Mia out of this lie that she's telling. Either you was lying before, girl, or you lying now. Or both. Because Mia be lying. Just saying. So Candace was like, because then they're like, well, where did you get so much money from? Because because Mia was like, I had more money than Gordon. He was broke when I met him. And I'm like everybody at the table, like, what? And this is the thing that irritates me. Your friends, Giselle and Robin and what's the other one? Ashley, at least they didn't show it. Maybe they said something and they didn't show it, but I don't hear them criticizing Mia and knowing she's lying. It's 100% that sis is lying. They know she's lying, but you don't hear them saying it. They quiet as a church mouse. People sitting over there like, oh, okay. And it's like, girl, why are you coming for Ashley? And you can come for Ashley because I don't care. But why are you coming for Ashley and y'all are the pot and the kettle? Both of y'all are marrying men because of a lifestyle. It's just so annoying to me. Girl, get your own coin. I'm not saying you shouldn't have high standards for whatever man you want to be with or whatever the case may be, and that he should have a cute coin in the bank just like you. I'm not saying that. But it's not impressive to me that you have money. I have money. Be clear. So what does that mean? Okay, good. Okay, so you can buy me Gucci, so can I. This is the reason, like, one of my nieces, when she turned 16, I bought her a Tiffany's necklace. Sure did. Why? Because whoever the boyfriend that's going to be, whenever he is, wherever he is, and he tried to give her a little Tiffany's whatever when they like 19, she was like, oh, well, I already got me one. Like, do better. Do better. Raise your bar. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. It's just not cute. And you have kids, and this is what you want to teach your kids? To just lay on your back for it, girl? Bye. I can't. That's why I don't understand why y'all criticizing Candace and generational wealth. You ain't criticizing Paris Hilton. I can guarantee you, her parents and her grandparents make sure she had, generational wealth. But somehow, if you black and you brown, especially if you brown, you need to have a hard life. You need to be like stressed out and don't have no support and need to know what the bottom feels like. No, sis, I can promise you, Paris Hilton's parents, with the exception of when she sent her to that thing that documentary was about, but I can guarantee you, they weren't gonna be broke. She might not have wanted her to, do certain things in life, but they don't think to themselves, we should make our children struggle. It's that slave mentality. We gotta get out of that. And I'm not saying only black people think this. I'm just saying I feel like it's like a collective unconsciousness. I do understand that you do need to not be above it, right? You do need to know what it's like to actually have to work for what you own. Why? Because then you can be appreciative, right, of what you have. But this idea that I need to be, sitting at home, my lights got cut off, nah. Or I can't afford gas money. No, you shouldn't be teaching your kids that. That to me doesn't need to be taught. You want to teach them about money management, whatever, send them to college, send them to, whatever your financier, banks and all that. There's classes and all kinds of stuff they can do that. They don't have to live a hard life just to be smart and grateful and understand what it's like to struggle. My goddaughter, I remember, this is the kind of lessons I give her. Like, she's always 7 now. But 2 years ago, she was with me for something. I don't know why, but she was always with me anyways. On the weekends and stuff, we like to shop, and eat out. And we were going to Five Below because I think I had told her to, like, if she did something, whatever it was, 5 days in a row, I believe in positive reinforcement. I would take her to Five Below and she can get her best life for $5. Okay, so you can get the one $5 thing, or you get four items or 5 items for $5, like live your best life. But when we got out of the car, there was, because we were in a shopping center, there was a Sprouts there, and there was a guy standing in front of like a goody, which is like it's a giant like Spix, or it's an alcohol liquor store or whatever, right? And there's a guy like sitting out there, with the guitar, whatever the case may be, and he had his little thing, his guitar case open, like tips. I appreciate tips or whatever. And, we went over there. We gave him, I think, $2 or whatever it was. I think I gave her $2 to give to him. And I remember being on the phone with my friend who also has twins that are the same age as Zoe, my goddaughter. And she was listening to me. I wasn't even thinking about this, but this is just how I live my life. I told Zoe, she could give him the $2 or whatever and say congratulations, or say, what did I tell her? You can give him the $2 and tell him something nice, like, you sound great, whatever it was. And then as we're walking away, I tell Zoe, I said, we're not just giving money to people for no reason, because at the very minimum, he's at least trying to do something using the talent that he has to gain, money or employment for whatever it is that he wants to. I respect that. But I want her to know why we're giving this man this money. You don't just walk up to anybody just giving him money. I don't know this man from can of paint, but from what I could tell, he at least trying. I don't know. So there's value. You got to teach your kids. But Zoe doesn't need to be living a struggle life to be able to understand that, there's something to be grateful for. He doesn't have a regular job. He doesn't. There's been times where I was going to not CC's. What's the name of that pizza place? Pizza. Little Caesars. They got the best, like, Italian cheesy bread. Love them. I can't never eat it all, though, I get like 1 piece, 1.5, and then I'm full. But anyway, there's a Kroger. There's like a shopping center where I go or whatever. And in this shopping center, there's like Subway and Kroger and not CC's Pizza, Little Caesars. And I was going in there to get hot wings, I think, and Italian cheesy bread. And this guy, clearly he and his girlfriend or whoever were homeless. I could just tell, and I knew that they were gonna, probably ask for money or whatever. And he didn't ask for money. He said, we don't have any money. Would you mind buying us a pizza? And I bought him a pizza. Not because I'm just I am a pretty, decent human being. I try, what I'm saying. I really am a generous person in general. But I respected that. I remember thinking to myself, he didn't ask for money. He could have, because a lot of them do. But he just said, we're hungry. And I respect that. I went in there, and I remember calling my husband to say, hey, listen, I'm going to buy this guy a pizza, whatever, this homeless guy, whatever. And he was just like, yes, absolutely. He supported it because he thinks like I do, of course. Well, he's way more logical than me. I like things because they're pretty. about stuff because it's pretty. He's just like very functional and logical. I don't listen. Logic and functional has a place. I just prefer if it's pretty and it looks good, just and it's new, whatever. Anyway, my point is Mia be lying. So let's move on. So they're having this conversation, and you know what? Oh no! So they're crowning what's that girl's name? They're crowning Nneka. Giselle's crowning Nneka because Giselle is petty. She's who she is. She doesn't have a life. She didn't have anything to do, and she doesn't feel. She's not in her element unless she's trying to intimidate people or trying to make them feel like they're less than her or that they don't have going on. That's why she didn't like Monique. Remember, you don't have a home? Because Monique says she's buying a home. They're actually looking for a home in Potomac. Oh, you don't have a home? Monique was like, sis, I got 4 homes. Be clear. Yeah. That's why she didn't like, that's the same reason why she didn't like Wendy. That's why she don't like Candace. And what they say is quiet as a kept. She can't stand Karen. She acts like it. She acts like she tries to act like she like Karen. That girl don't like Karen. Giselle just knows that Karen knows where all the bodies are buried. Just like Robin. Because I promise you, episode after episode, Karen gathers Robin's ass every single time. Karen is the only one on this show who has ever successfully, continuously asked Robin about her marriage every season. Almost every episode of the season where she was hiding that, she supposedly knew that Juan went to Canada or didn't go to Canada. The lady came here. He paid for a room for the lady in Canada. The lady that, outed him. And promise you, before that came out, because that didn't come out until after the season wrapped or whatever, Candace, that whole season stayed on her neck. That's the season where they in Mexico? And Karen was like, one wants to have a threesome with her or something. I don't know. Listen. And again, she sets, Alexa, stop.
Nikki.
Alexa, stop. She religiously sits on Robin's neck. And Robin ain't going and, doing interview after interview trying to shame Karen. Robin and Giselle have only said one thing about Karen for the most part, which is Ray wants to have sex with that other lady and that Karen wants to have sex with Blue Eyes or is having sex with Blue or something. That's all they've ever talked about with Karen, her marriage or whatever. So, but I just find it's just a stark difference. But you can't talk to Wendy at all when all you've done is try to ruin that lady's life. You can't talk to her. She needs to somehow apologize to you. When? Where do they do that? If we being clear, Wendy talked about you and your relationship with your ex-husband and how everyone knows he cheated on you. You came on this show, season 1, and said Jamal is a cheater, pumpkin eater. That's what came out your mouth, sis. That didn't happen. Wendy didn't even come on the show until what? Season 4 or 5? Maybe, I don't know. So that was already out there. So she didn't say anything that wasn't already there. She didn't. And then this is the other part. She only said it because you attacked her husband. Sis. But you're mad at her and she should apply. Girl, shut up. Giselle, just shut the hell up and don't get up. Like, sit down in the back. Like, shut up. You and Robin. Y'all have so many audacity. And then the next season, after you attack this lady's marriage, who seemingly has a good marriage, her husband's an attorney, she's a doctor and a professor, and she's a commentator. She has all of these success stories that you don't have. You just don't. And so for me, I don't let people silence me like that, but I promise you, if I'm Giselle, I'm shutting the hell up. My husband's a cheater, pumpkin eater. He got 3, 4 babies. What did Giselle's father say? What did he say? Why are you trying to get back at this man? He already got like 8 babies or something. He said, your own dad said that this dude ain't good. I'm just saying. So then that means you need to sit down and shut up and never get up. Like permanently. But I feel like she thinks pretty trumps everything. Her and Robin. Pretty trumps everything. Y'all have the most problematic men. Everybody that was at that what did people call it? They call it intervention or something with Robin and Sharice and Giselle after that whole Robin and the Canada lady situation. Y'all all have problematic men. Y'all all pick the same men. They're all cheat on y'all. And y'all have the audacity to sit here and try to say anything about Karen's husband, about Wendy's husband, about Candace's husband. You should just you guys should stay on a hush mouth. There is no way in the world I'm gonna talk that much knowing I have Olympic side skeletons in my closet. What sense does that make? Again, stop me when I'm lying about something. Stop me when I'm wrong. You picked the fight, Giselle and Robin. This is the fight you picked and you're losing. And so therefore you want to attack these ladies. It's not fair. You're hypocrites. Again, hence my title. Kettle and pot. Pot and kettle. Just shut up. Okay, anyway. So I wrote here, Robin is a walking contradiction. Because people were on Twitter asking, because Andy put some little thing out there on Twitter. He was like, I'm going to be having people on the show or whatever it is that Andy was doing. He was just like, send me your questions. And so one of the questions that someone sent Andy, they were just basically like, can you please ask Robin why she has the audacity to just say all of this different stuff, and she just knows certain things about Wendy's husband, about Candace's husband, and all these other people, or I think they said Karen's husband, but she can't seem to find a way to any answer regarding why. Child. I don't get it. It's like, are y'all, what do they call it, masochists? People that are just like pain? I would not get on any show knowing I have 1,000 skeletons in my closet talking shit about other people's husbands. That's the audacity for me, because it's like, so your husband's a shitty streeter pumpkin eater. Your husband's over here paying for hotel rooms. Giselle, y'all supposed to be so beautiful, and yet you can't, nobody wants you. And I don't think your worth should be in a man, so don't come at me with that, because I don't think that at all. I'm saying, besides that, here's the thing about being married. This one thing I do know. I need to be able to look at you. Yeah, you got to be cute enough for me to look at you and, get out, so I can let you have something to juice. I'm just saying, that needs to be that has to be a component of it. You got to look good enough, at least, right? So I get that. But what's beyond what you look like? What's your intellect? Because you can have all the money in the bank and still be an asshole. Still be an idiot. So what's your intellect? What is your circle like? Who are the people in your circle? Are these people also, accomplished? They also, business owners or, very well educated? Who are the people that surround you? Or, a whole bunch of people that have been locked up. Just saying. Company you keep. And Giselle doesn't have any. And Robin doesn't either. If we're being honest. Anyway, so Giselle then, what was I saying about Robin? I said Robin is a walking contradiction and has selective misplaced forgiveness. That is true. Because she can forgive one. And I get that's her husband. But girl, he keeps stepping on your neck. You have all this forgiveness for this man. But you're mad at Dr. Wendy because she told the truth about what your marriage looks like to everybody. It's not just Dr. Wendy, love. Everybody. Why do you think you were trending? Because everybody thinks you're foolish. You're making foolish decisions for a man that's not telling you he cares. When I say telling you, it's the nonverbal stuff. Being a washing machine. No, what do they call it? What do they call it? Washateras, laundromats. When you the head coach. Again, if it don't make sense, there's a lie somewhere. There's a lie somewhere that says it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But you're mad at Candace for saying, how dare you? Let me be clear. I'm not mad at Robin for not wanting to put all her business out there like that. Especially, we're about to get married. We just got engaged. Or we've been engaged for another 2 years. And the whole time I've been on here, people have been saying, when am I going to get married? Whatever, right? I'm not mad at Robin. And it's logical to me as a married lady to not want the world to know, hey, me and my husband just got over this new thing that he did. Now, I would have just probably not walked back down the aisle because y'all already did it and got divorced already for this same fuckery. Be clear. You've already been down this road. You know how these animals operate. So why are you going back down there? But I get it. Robin, listen, Robin is committed to being exactly who she wants to be. She wants to be Juan's wife. Period. And we're not going to change it. And she's definitely committed to making sure that she doesn't change it while, listen, while we're watching. That ain't ever going to happen. She can't let the world win when what she doesn't realize is, Robin, come to the front. If you really let Giselle get out your ear and whatever else and use your brain, that I know you have, if you use your brain, all the people that are saying these things about you are saying it not because they just think you're a terrible, horrible human being and you're an idiot. We all think, yeah, you love this guy. We're just like, why are you allowing this man to treat you this way? It's ignorant. It's stupid. We all played the fool with somebody in our life. And it doesn't have to be a man. It could be your bestie, whoever. We've all done it. We've all had our feelings hurt and been betrayed by someone we cared about, whoever that might be. It could be your friend, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your cousin, whoever. We all have been there at one point or another. We're just saying, girl, you keep walking down the same street, falling in the same hole. Pick a fucking different street. That's what everybody's beef is with you, Robin. Just pick a different street. The thing is, you're taking it like people hate you or they're hating on you and they don't have anything to do. You're so, what did she say? I feel sorry for people at home. What about, girl, we're your enemy? Your husband is your enemy, girl. He is the one that's doing this shit to you. He is the one that has you out here looking crazy. It isn't us. We're just the people that's looking at it and saying, this is fucked up. This is crazy. You're mad at us because we're saying the obvious. But Dr. Wendy can't say anything when your bestie is basically saying that her husband had a side baby and she got her body redone, her whole body, so that she could look like the booty models on Instagram and whatever else. And then when she got to the reunion, she checked Giselle. She said, Giselle, you had a tummy tuck. Did you keep Jamal? Be clear. So if you could get out of the fog and stop hating on the people that are basically saying, girl, you look silly. We want you to look good. We want you to look smart. And we want you to be successful. People will, especially in America, people love to watch your downfall. They do. We live in a society of people who love finding fault. It just is what it is. Stop me when I'm wrong. We do. But we also live in a society that will root for you. We will. So this whole time, all people really, in my opinion, the majority of the people that you have a problem with, they just want you to wake up and just be like, girl, you're pretty. You still look good for your age, whatever it is. You still got juicy years. Why are you wasting it with this guy that keeps telling you? He said from season 1, if y'all didn't have kids, he would have been gone. He said that to you already. And now he out here showing you. And you still want to have blinders on? I can't. Anyway, so they're at dinner. Giselle's talking about Grace, her daughter, going away to FAMU, which I think is like some university in Florida. They're having a conversation about it. And it was weird because I felt like Giselle was talking directly to Karen when I'm like, we had a whole table of people. I didn't really get that. But anyways, so like I said, she's sharing that Grace is going off to college. And, she's trying to keep it together. And Karen, I think, told Giselle something like, don't make it about her. Basically, don't stress your daughter out. But I think parents are going to do that because as a parent, you have nothing but control of your kids, typically, unless there's something else going on. But your job is to protect them. That's like your first job, and make sure, that they make it successfully to adulthood, And I think it's Giselle's probably best attribute. And I say that with a little bit of like, I don't know, only because I think her daughters are sweet and they're cute and all that. And it's cute to see them together. And I do think they check her quicker than anybody because they're, I feel, honest as they can be. I do think they hold back. Because kids will tell you the whole truth and hurt all your feelings, okay? Listen, try you within an inch of your life. Your children will do it, okay? Be clear. But I think it's the best. I think Giselle did the best job that Giselle knows how to do. And the reason I said the kids hold back is because they've said things to her that I just think they're honest with her about a lot. And I do think it's hard for them. It has to be that, you hear these things that people say about her, about Giselle, like I'm about to read her rights real quick. I know that has to impact their your kids, because I could see clearly these kids love her, right? So it has to be confusing for them to be like, well, why do all of these people hate my mom? Why are they always saying she's a bad person and this, that, and third? But this is the thing. I'm not saying that they fully understand it, but they clearly understand it on some level, because they read her rights too. They be like, "You're emotionless," and I'm paraphrasing, but they've said stuff like that to her, so they're aware. And I don't think they got that from the blogs. I think that's Giselle is who she is, and I don't really think I feel bad because I don't really think what she shows us is truly who she is. I think she's learned that she can bully people and speak ill of them and mistreat them, and she can get away with it because to me she does it because she doesn't want to be honest about how she feels. She doesn't want to be vulnerable, so she puts other people in a vulnerable position, even the people that she likes. Even Karen, we know she likes Karen. She likes Karen. She kind of, I feel like, probably wishes she could be Karen, because Karen is who Giselle really wants to be, if I'm being honest, and not because I think Karen is whatever. Giselle wishes she was married for a very long time, like Karen. She can say whatever she wants to say, but that's what Giselle would love to have. That's why she comes for Karen all the time and tries to downplay it and whatever else. And then Karen is truly who she is. Now, season 1, Karen was not who she was, who she really is. And honestly, until her parents passed, rest their souls in peace, I think Karen was on guard. You know what I mean? She just didn't want to embarrass her parents, and I respect that. But sis, she's been Karen the whole time. She's just been a little milder version, and she's free to be exactly who she is. And Giselle is not. Giselle is trapped in her own prison, just like Robin. Robin built her own prison, and she just can't even see it. Just like, girl, get out. You built it. Get out the prison you built, sis. Anyway, back to the show. So, like I said, they're talking at dinner about it, and basically this conversation comes up where Dr. Wendy is saying that Florida is probably not the best place for Black people right now because of all they have this law called the Stand Your Ground law. And it basically, and I'm not a legal eagle, so go and look it up on the internet if you're not really sure. But I'm saying in part, this is my opinion of how I understand the law. What I understand it to be is, if someone is trying to attack you, and I believe, if they're on your property, sorry, see, I'm tired. If they're on your property, then you have the right to stand your ground. But it's being the way that Wendy was saying it, and I haven't watched the news because I just ain't got time. I have too much other real life things going on. I don't have nothing else to add to the malarkey that goes on in our world. Like I said, I work in mental health. That's what I do all day. I try to help people cope with life. And then I have my own, like I said, my aunties that are ill right now. And so I don't really watch that much news because a lot of times it's just not even good news. But anyways, on the show, they're talking about how the Stand Your Ground law that's going on in Florida basically is allowing people to have almost like a free-for-all with unaliving brown and Black people in that state. And it's problematic. And so Dr. Wendy basically brings that up. And this is the problem. I don't know any of these people, so I can't really say what someone's intent was. I can just tell you what it looks like. It looked as though, to me, that Dr. Wendy was coming from a place of not only education, meaning she has the facts about this, that she's probably shared on whatever, in MSNBC or Fox, wherever it is that she goes to commentate. She's aware of it, right? She's, I guess on some level, an authority on the subject matter. She's I don't know if I would say she's an expert, but she's definitely in the know. And I don't think she's going to get on TV and just lie. Anyway, she shares this information with Giselle, with the table. And she's just, in my opinion, trying to have a conversation. And Giselle just, because she's so hateful. She can't get out of her own way. Giselle, you don't have to like Wendy. You don't. And you don't have to. I can get it. I get it if you feel as though, Wendy has, done whatever, but you started it. Just be clear. You just lost the fight that you picked. Stop picking fights with people that you're not equipped to beat. I'm not picking a fight with a werewolf. I'm not going to pick a fight with a gorilla. I'm never going to win. Okay? You picked a fight with a whole doctor, a cerebral one, and you're just not going to win. So just take it in. Learn from her. This is adulting. Okay? What Wendy was doing in terms of giving you the information about maybe having some awareness about, this is where your child is going to go to, get educated. It wasn't as if she said to you, that was a terrible decision that you made. Don't you know? She didn't do that. She just brought it up and said, I just wanted you to know, blah, 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 right? And Giselle, all you had to say was, you know what, Wendy, because she did make a comment about, well, she's faced racism here, so, I think she's prepared, blah, blah, blah. I understand saying, one, you can't tell me what I need to tell my child. But, again, when was she coming from a place, like a negative place? She's just talking to you no different than Mia. Mia asked you a very similar question. You ain't had that smoke for her. I just don't understand why you couldn't have said. Yes, I do. I'm going to say I don't understand why you couldn't have said. I do understand, because you're just petty and you can't see beyond yourself. That's why. That's the truth. What you should try to do better in the future. Okay? Think back to a time, Giselle, where you were respectful to someone. Okay? So I know if you think back to a time like that, then you can do it now. Just apply the same logic. Just say, you know what, Wendy, I appreciate your, sharing that information. Me and my daughters and my, daughter's father, we've all had a conversation about it. But I appreciate you for, just making sure that I was aware. That's it. I promise. If you could have said that to me, I really truly do feel, and no shade to Dr. Wendy Osefo or Candace, but this is what you guys show. I love both of y'all, but this is what you guys show. What I see is, even despite the treachery that Giselle has levied on both of you guys' relationships and your personal lives, regardless of that, I still believe Dr. Wendy and Candace both would move forward with this woman in particular, even with Robin too. I think they want to, and that's the sickening part. Because listen, I can forgive with the best of them. I have to fight myself. Honestly, this is crazy. I have to fight myself from not forgiving people. Because the reason that I know that sounds crazy, but the reason that I have a hard time is because I like to live in the light. So if I got to sit over here mad at you all the time, then I got to be in the dark with you. And I ain't, she's not wasting herself because you crazy. I'm not doing that. I'm not. But I am a forgiving person. I don't need to be in your life like that, but I can definitely forgive you and move on. Doesn't mean that I won't ever get triggered and, whatever else. But I can just tell these women, they still want to have a relationship. They would, I'm going to say it like this. They would move forward with Giselle if she allowed it. She's never going to do it, though. So I did want to point this out because this does irritate me. Bravo, come to the front. I know they said, we don't see colorism. I see colorism big time. And it's not even, the thing is, it's institutional racism at this point. Bravo. Yep, I'm equipped to say it. Sure am. I'm a whole expert in undoing racism. I've had lots of trainings in undoing racism. And I know institutional racism when I see it. So let me clock in real quick and tell you why I say that. Because for all of the seasons that these browner ladies have been on this show, Bravo makes a concerted effort to point out and highlight everything that Wendy says and does, and everything that Candace says and does to the lighter skinned people. Y'all highlight it all the time. This episode's a prime example of it. Y'all, I didn't even really notice so much that anyone was laughing at. And honestly, the audience wouldn't have known. Y'all made a concerted effort, deliberate effort to show Wendy laughing. And I didn't really see them laughing or making faces or whatever the case may be when Giselle was talking about her daughter. Y'all made it intentional. Y'all wanted the audience to see it. And here's the thing. If that was naturally happening, sure, show it. Show people being disrespectful. I don't mind. Listen, I don't have no loyalties to any of these people. I do like Wendy and Karen and Candace the most because I relate to them the most. But I don't like everything about them. There's certainly things I don't like about Dr. Wendy, Karen, and Candace. Everybody has room for improvement, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm happy with people being them because I want to be me. But again, you're deliberately showing everything that's what you feel is negative to paint a picture about these brown skinned women. Then you continuously leave out and deliberately leave out everything that they do. We're sitting at a table where people are having a conversation about how it's unfair that Mia can say, or that Karen can say X, Y, and Z about Mia having sex or alleging Mia had sex with a rapper, and Giselle is over there saying, well, if it was me, I would be, it would be said that I'm trying to destroy people's families and destroy people's marriages. Giselle, the reason people say that about you is because that's what you tried to do. It isn't something we just made up. It's not a figment of our imagination. It's what you did. You could have done it differently, and we all know you could have. You just chose, just like these producers and the editors and all the people at Bravo have chosen to highlight things that they don't need to highlight. And here's the thing. If you're going to run with this story, you want to play that game of, okay, well, we're going to show everything that Wendy and Candace is doing that's disrespectful or whatever it is, then let's just do it the same with them. Why haven't you shown, or at least let us hear the video from Robin and Giselle swearing up and down that they know that some woman is, has sex with Chris and she's pregnant by him and he's trying to get her to have a divorce. We haven't heard any of that all season. Where's that? You don't know where's that? Because all the YouTubers know. I can guarantee you, Candace knows. But you're not highlighting that. You're not highlighting this damaging information about this lady's husband that is false. The lady came out and said, this shit is false. I was never pregnant by him. I've never done anything. You haven't said anything about it. Why is that? Why is that? And y'all want to sit up there and say, oh, well, we gave them an opportunity to, and they said that we let them vote. And they said that they didn't see that, they were fine with just talking amongst themselves. They didn't need an expert to come and talk. Be clear. For all the people that's out there, at me, because I don't care. Okay? I don't. But at me, because it was a setup. So I'm going to say that you guys, it's your choice. We're going to vote on it. Be clear. How many brown people are on the cast when y'all voted? We had Monique on there, so I guess you could say 3, right? But they're still outnumbered because then you have Karen, Giselle, Robin, and Ashley. That's 4. 4 is more than 3 the last time I checked. So you really expect me or your audience to believe that was going to be a fair fight? You're outnumbered. The people who are saying that they are being mistreated are outnumbered. Like, put your thinking caps on, people. Stop it. We're not idiots. And it insults our intelligence. Like, stop tap dancing on our intelligence. Bravo, we know what the hell's going on. Let me be clear. Do I think these women knowingly are doing colorism behavior? Not necessarily. I don't think that before they had that conversation or before the nation that's watching basically said, there's some shit that's happening and we're not cool with it. I don't think they realized. No, I don't. But I don't think it was intentional at the time. But when I bring it to your attention and then you continue on doing it, you're clearly aware and you don't do shit. When I tell you these words are problematic and they are microaggressions and on and on and on, and you don't change your behavior, now I know you know better, but you don't care. So Miss Me Bravo and Giselle and Robin and Ashley and all of y'all who want to say, oh, it's not colorism, you're being dramatic. Please, you know what you sound like? You sound like the white people. And shout out to white people. I'm not talking about all of y'all. I'm talking about a specific group of people who love to say things like, oh, that's the race card. Really? All the white idiots or others who are idiots like these people that make these comments, come to the front. I would love, you know how you're saying, yo, I wish y'all would stop talking. It's not always about race. And we're tired of hearing it. Guess what? I'm tired of living it. Want to trade places with me? You want to go try your hand at being smarter than everybody, being the most educated people in this country, black women, brown women like me, the most educated, and still looked at as if you're less than. And for what reason? Because my melanin is popping? Why? Because just like Dr. Wendy, when she said she had 4 degrees, I got 3. 2 of them are advanced degrees. That means I have 2 master's degrees. Catch it. I don't have any reason to be insecure about anything. But the world that I live in is still savage, and you still have idiots walking around acting like it's our imagination. It is gaslighting 101. For us to sit in this society and act like colorism doesn't exist, sexism doesn't exist, racism doesn't exist. Stop it. It absolutely exists. But we're crazy because we call it out. We're crazy because we're going to call it out until you stop it. But we know you're not going to. I mean, people, listen, let's be clear. The reason people don't stop their privilege is because they like it. Stop it. Why would Giselle and them, and I'm not saying, let me be clear, I'm not saying that these women are colorist. I'm saying the behavior is colorist. And it would be great for y'all to at least behind the scenes, y'all don't have to show it to us because I know you're not into showing the real, okay? This is fantasy world. It's made up. But the things that you choose to not do, Bravo, intentionally not do, like what you've done this whole season and seasons past, to try to insinuate or paint a picture that Candace is the worst and all this, that, and the third, when you have all kinds of people who went to jail and really did things to people. What you're doing, Bravo, come to the front, is you are making it okay for the people who are privileged and do not have any ramifications for their behavior. You're telling them loud and clear, we're cool with it. And not only are you telling them, you're a part of it. When you're editing it like that to make it seem as though we're gonna show everything bad about Wendy every time Wendy does something, but we haven't shown one thing Giselle did, and it has real life ramifications. It's letting Giselle sit on a TV and say that Chris made her uncomfortable and he made her go to a hotel room, when that is not the truth. What happened is, and I wouldn't even listen, it's a math problem I could do on a napkin. What happened is Giselle came in a room. She agreed to go and meet this Chris in a room and talk. That's what she agreed to. She said that she was like, yeah, okay, we can go, whatever, right? That's what she agreed. That's what she said. And then when she got in the room and saw that her glam wasn't there, she felt uncomfortable. That has nothing to do with Chris. Chris didn't do anything. Giselle naturally felt uncomfortable. And there's nothing wrong with her saying, I felt uncomfortable. I went in that room. I thought it was other people going to be in there. They weren't. I immediately felt uncomfortable because I didn't want the optics of me being in a room with someone else's husband with a door closed or open or cracked or whatever the actual truth is about that. Chris didn't do anything to you. You sat on Karen's couch and said, Karen said, did he say something to you? No. Did he touch you? No. And when you felt uncomfortable, what did you say? I asked him to go see if they're ready. He said, and what did he do? This is Karen. What did he do? He immediately left. So that's what you told us. And be clear, I'm a person who works in social services, and I've worked with all kinds of people who have been assaulted in that manner, harassed or whatever you want to call it, for many years. So I'm not a person who's just going to come out of nowhere and say a woman's lying about something like that, or anyone for that matter. I'm not that girl. But Candace hit the nail right on the head when she said to Giselle, she said, you're the reason why women can't come forward. And when she said that, I was like, oh, Candace, I don't know, girl. But the more and more I thought about it, I know that Candace is right. And this is why. Because Giselle has changed her story multiple times. It started out as he made me uncomfortable. Then it was he was touching somebody. Now he's sexually assaulting people. He's doing whatever at the bar with all these women that clearly they showed Chris was not looking at these people. Y'all just lying on this man for what? Like, to me, a person that will tell those type of lies, and lies are lies, and they're all bad. But I'm saying, like I said before, those type of lies, they have, and y'all's continued participation in the colorist behaviors by showcasing and highlighting everything Candace and Wendy does, but not doing the same for the other ones, proves to me that you don't care and that you're aware. But all of the things that you're doing, Bravo, have real life ramifications. This is a reason to sue, in my opinion. I don't know what Candace and Chris are doing over there, because I would have sued y'all within an inch of y'all life. Yep, I got all the money and the time in the world. Let's get it. Because y'all allowed this lady to sit on TV and lie about this man, and then allowed her to do it again. To me, that's like, I got beat up at work because I'm a security at work, right? And my job is to walk around the parking lot, detect, deter, and report. Okay, that's my job. And then the store gets robbed, and they take me and kidnap me and terrorize me, and then bring me back to the store and drop me off, right? And then my manager saying, "Oh, that's so terrible that happened to you. Show up to work tomorrow at 8 a.m. No, you can't go and put me back in the same place that I just got. I have PTSD at this point. No. So to me, I would have been sued them into the listen. I don't know why Candace and Chris didn't do that. It's all on tape though, that you guys are. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she'll sue y'all when she finish whatever her year is or her contract. It's just certain things. There's certain things I could look past. Talking about people like that and insinuating that this man has done something to you is bananas to me. And then here comes Robin talk about Wendy and Candace are making faces and da-da-da-da. And here's the thing. Let me be clear. Is it wrong for Wendy and Candace to make faces while Giselle talk about her husband? About her child graduating? Absolutely. Does Giselle have the absolute right to be pissed about it and say some shit about it? Yep, 100%. Because I promise you, if that was happening to me, I'm certainly gonna say some shit about it. Be sure. We're gonna have it right here, right now. Make no mistake. So I'm Team Giselle on that. 100%. Yeah, don't say anything to me about my daughter. Don't make faces about me, my daughter, my husband, nobody. You know. You don't want to. Wrong road. Wrong road. That's just the wrong road. So Giselle was right, what she said. But Robin, just shut up, girl. Sit down in Yankee Stadium and don't get up. I cannot. I can't. Because here's the thing. Was it 2 seasons ago? It had to be. Yeah, it was 2 seasons ago. Robin, weren't you mad at Wendy because she said something truthful about your marriage and that it's terrible? She was right, because then the next season, or at the end of the next season, we find out that your husband is that you apparently knew about some woman in Canada. I don't think you knew about it, but you saying that you did, and y'all worked through it, and then you still married this man after he went and paid for hotel rooms for some lady in Canada. Not the best situation or choice, but you know what, it is what it is. So I'm trying to understand, again, pot in the kettle episode. So you're mad at Wendy because she told you the truth about your husband and your relationship, even though y'all were lying about her husband and her relationship. But she just spoke the truth to you, and you got mad and angry, so now you hate Wendy. And you hate Wendy so much that you invite everybody else and their children to your pretend fun day. But you don't invite the kids that are all at the time under the age 10. I think the youngest is like 4 now. She might have been 3. I don't remember exactly. But they're, I believe, all still under the age of 10. Who does that? You know anybody? People like that, I would never want in my space. I told you I like to live in the light. I ain't saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that I always get it right. I'm not. I know who I could be if you try me. But generally speaking, I just try to assume best intent. I try to move forward, if I can. And usually if I fall asleep and I wake back up the next day, it's probably all forgiven. Unless it's really savage. These bitches, they could get it. Anyway, so I'm just trying to understand, Robin, why you have all these audacities in your confessional to say, oh my God, they shouldn't be saying anything about her. They shouldn't be making faces about Giselle's children. You're absolutely right. 100% right. You are. You're absolutely right. But you have no idea what they were making faces about. And I'm just gonna let me just say you're right. They were making faces about this, that, and other. And the reason I even bring that up is because we know that Bravo and all of these people that in production, they will make scenes seem away. And then this didn't happen at the time. This person isn't answering the question that they play on the TV for the, teaser or whatever the case may be. Sometimes whatever they put in the teaser doesn't even ever make it on air. So this idea that because they're flashing into it and kind of showing Wendy and Candace and their faces when Giselle is speaking about her children, we don't know from when that footage was. That could have been 3 hours into the conversation. Could have been at the very beginning of the conversation. We don't know. It could have not even been talking about Grace at the time. It's possible. It's possible. Is all I'm saying. Because I don't believe that, what's her name? Robin was looking at Candace and Wendy the entire time enough to know that that's what they were doing. Plus, you never really know what someone's thinking. People could frown up. People could be smiling. And last time I checked, this term came out about 10 years ago. It's called resting bitch face. So last time I checked, all of the people that have resting bitch face have to announce to people, I'm not always mad. I just look like this. And I'm not trying to give them a way out. I'm just saying, listen, you can't just, because somebody is feeding you some information, just not analyze what's really going on. But more than that, I'm just like, Robin, sit down. Why do I want Robin to sit down? Stop, Bentley. I want Robin to sit down because you didn't invite Wendy's children, who did nothing to you, to a fun day with other children. And it wasn't even fun. So I need you to shut up. Because to me, the things that Robin and Giselle have done, like not inviting kids to a kid's fun day and lying on people's husband and saying that they're, changing all their body parts because they're insecure, because he's watching booty models, or that this husband over here is making you feel uncomfortable and making you go into a hotel room. Just lies. That, to me, qualifies as evil. Yeah, it does. It qualifies as evil. Because who does that? You're doing it with malicious intent, and you know that it has real life ramifications, and you don't care. You don't care that Mia, unprovoked, be clear, because Mia started the conversation. You don't care that she tried to assault Dr. Wendy Osefo simply because you don't like her. That's evil. That's like saying, in my opinion, and it's not the same thing, but it's like saying this person is getting jumped. I'm against violence. Violence is wrong. We've held ourselves up and blah, 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 right? I'm trying to raise daughters that don't do stuff like that. Yet you sit on a TV show and say, it's fine that this person is being attacked physically because I don't like her. Mean girl mentality. That's evil. Because I could not like you and still stand up for you. There's been many people who I've been on a panel or something like that, and we've gone back to, let me see, how do you say it? It's like we both have gone back and forth with something we disagree on, right? Or maybe I don't like your personality this time, or I said you did something to me, or you did do something to me, and I have no reason to get your back. And then I see people in the comments saying all kinds of stuff about you, and you and I know, and the rest of the people on the panel know, that we don't take none of this home with us. We talk on this panel, and once it's over, it's see y'all later tomorrow, whatever, right? And then I see people in the chat later saying, I agree with Nikki, or I agree with Chanel, or whatever it is, and they're trashing this other person. I'm not going to allow that. Why? Because I'm not an evil person. Even though they're trying to get my back and say, that's wrong, and I don't take it personal, so you shouldn't. That's how a real one handles it. I could feed into the drama and be like, yep, he said it, but I'm not going to do that because I like to live in the light. I'm just saying. They don't. Misery loves company. These women, to me, the worst part about this is that you could be doing something great with your life. You could be using your platform to uplift people, and all you guys can think about. And when I'm talking about you guys, I'm really talking about Ashley, Robin, and Giselle. Y'all, and Mia too, because Mia be lying. But I think with Mia, she just, whichever way the paycheck blows, that's the lane she's gonna be in. Whoever has the most people on the team, that's who Mia's gonna go with. Mia doesn't have any loyalties to anyone. And same with Ashley. She just doesn't give shit. Like, they just don't. They're there for a check. And it ain't matter. Be there for a check. But don't do things that cause people to have real life trauma and ramifications that could destroy these people's lives. All I'm saying is, have a limit. Is that asking too much to have a limit? I just don't understand how you can sit on this show and do the things that you guys do to each other and have your children watching. Be clear. Children do what you do. They don't do what you say. They do what you do. So you think your children are watching you. You think, oh, I'm teaching them this and I'm teaching them that. And you can. But I can promise you, if your children have sat up and watched you figure out how to live your best life being broke, there's a good chance that you'll have a child or two that does the same exact thing. There'll be that one that, like me, maybe cream of the crop, just saying, that has her own mind and is like, okay, yeah, I don't ever want to be broke, so I ain't following what mama doing. But there might be, two other kids that do. And people always wonder, well, why is this one in prison? Well, because, maybe he saw some prison behavior. And it's crazy because Giselle doesn't see anything wrong with her behavior. And it appears that her kids are genuinely good kids. It does. And I'm proud of her for that, because that's not easy, I would say. And I'm not even a parent. It's not easy to raise decent human beings when you're not very decent. Neither one of the parents are, really. Because Monique said Pastor Holy Horse is swinging his big D around the congregation. Anyway. What else? I think that's it, guys. I've been on this thing almost 2 hours. There was a lot that happened in this show. I wrote it here. Giselle, bring you and your lying mind and mouth to the Francis. This episode, it triggers me because I'm just like, I've experienced all the isms, okay? And it just triggers me because I'm just like, I'm triggered because I see what's happening. And I'm triggered because of the intentionality that Bravo is doing to the brown girls. And I'm not sensitive about being brown. My brown is, listen, everything. I have beautiful brown skin, honey, okay? Filter free, makeup free, okay? So I'm not bothered by, oh, someone doesn't think I'm cute. I'm cute to me. I've been married to my sexy husband for, almost 20 years. So it is what it is. And I know I'm not going to be cute to everybody. I don't care. Listen, I'm an original, honey, okay? I don't spend my life trying to be a copy. Catch it. So I'm good with me. But I don't like injustice. I don't. And what is happening is injustice. It's institutional racism to the T, in my opinion. All the signs are there. Go read a book, Andy. I can't. I just want to make sure there's nothing else that I really wanted to say. I will say this last thing. I think that a lot of people are calling for Giselle to be fired. That's never going to happen. I can't see it. Giselle, in my opinion, in terms of her stature at Bravo, is like what Nene was probably season 2, 3, and 4 when she was at Atlanta. Not saying that Giselle and Nene are anything alike. I'm saying their likability by Bravo is at where Giselle is right now is where Nene was then. And Nene was like that for many, many years, and then, unfortunately things happened. But Giselle isn't, at least outwardly, gonna say anything about Bravo or NBC or anything like that. So if she gets caught up in a noose, it would be one that she's put around her own neck. Bravo wants her there because she's pretty, she is funny, Giselle is entertaining. I'll give her flowers. She seems to be a decent parent. Seems to be. She does bring something to the show. Even if it is hateful, she does bring something to the show. And this is the thing, as much as I don't think she deserves to be there, or I would like it to see maybe her pull back from some of the episodes, like that would be good in my opinion. I don't think she has to get fired because she brings something to the show, but I think it would be great to see her not be in every episode. That way, Robin could have an opportunity that I really think if Giselle was not there, Robin would take with trying to. Uh, I think Robin would be forgiving, to be completely honest. I do. I think Robin's heart inside is probably much closer to how Candace's heart is inside, which is, Candace will let Ashley and whomever run her whole train over her and get her feelings hurt and whatever else. But deep down, Candace really wants to be heard and liked for who she is, and she wants to be accepted by the people she cares about. And it's unfortunate because the people she cares about don't care about her in that way. Her mom loves her, but the disrespect that she gets from her mom, it's hurtful to her. And it bothers her soul. I could just see it through the screen. I know she loves her mom. I'm not saying anything negative about her mom or about Candace. I'm just simply saying what I see. And then now you have these friend group people who then say things to you that irritate your soul that your mom has said. It's just hurtful. And she likes those people. And it's sad. It's a mind fuck. To really, really, it's like being in love with someone who does not love you. They tolerate you, right? They don't mind being around you sometimes, but you love them. And they just don't see it for you. As the Brooke Ashley would say. Love her. Love Brooke Ashley. Kim Pyre. Who's my other fave? Mims. Make it make sense? Yeah. Love them. Yeah, I would like for them to pull her back just a little bit. Maybe if they're going to have 10 episodes or 12 episodes, just let her be in like 5. Because we would see a difference. I believe we would see a difference. And if I'm wrong, Bravo, like let's just do a test pilot. Let's just do a test pilot. Let's just see. See if I'm wrong, Rob. Not Robin. Bravo. See if I'm wrong. Anyway, guys, this was a long episode because I wanted to come on here and talk forever. I didn't. I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. Got a lot of work to do tomorrow. That's it. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Let me know what you guys thought about my opinions about Candace and Bravo being involved in what I feel is deliberate institutional racism. They're deliberately doing things. Tell me what you think. If I'm wrong, give me your educated or at least logical answer for why, or rebuttal for why I'm wrong. I have no problem with it. What do you guys think about Ashley and her son? What she say? Living and surviving. No, what did she say? Healthy and I'm living. I don't know what her song was, but I loved it. I think she said, I'm healthy and I'm thriving or something. Anyway, Ashley, girl, I like that song, girl. Look, I tried to figure out how to make it my ringtone. I couldn't figure it out. I went to sleep because I was tired. But it inspired me that much. I really was just like happy. I was like, hey. So tell me what you guys think about Ashley's song. Do you guys believe that Ashley really like her husband like that? What do you guys think about if Robin was there without Giselle? Do you think that the group could move forward? Do you think that they could still thrive? Do you guys agree with me when I say that I think that Candace and Wendy would be willing to move forward with Giselle if she just let it go? Do you guys think that could happen? I do. But Giselle's never going to do that because Giselle is clearly... But you know what's weird? Karen does the same... To me, Karen has done worse because I feel like what they did to Chris and Candace was unprovoked. Candace and Chris didn't do anything to deserve that. They just didn't. Same thing with Wendy. So I don't understand why they were... How are you so unforgiving when you did something to us? Yet, Candace stay on their neck. What she tell Giselle? She was from Sing Sing and she had a hot box. And y'all besties again. Girl, help me understand. And that's why I'm saying it just feels like colorism because it's like, why the light-skinned lady can redo your whole rights and stay on your neck about how your husband want to have sex with her and have a threesome and all this, and it's all good. She's provoking you. She's saying things about your loved ones and they not good. She's saying things about you to the whole world and you good with it. You can forgive and forget. But you go over here and you say this treacherous things about this man or this wife or whatever that is completely false. And you can't forgive them because they retaliated, because they read you from head to toe about your life. And you pass the holy whore and Juan Dixon, who's apparently paying for hotel rooms. Girl, stop. Listen, like I said, it's the hypocrite the hypocritical double standards of it all. What do you guys think about NECA and her saying she wants to, maybe go down and have a little soiree with Mr. Juan Dixon? I don't like Juan that way, but he is hot. I've always thought that. I was like, it's something about Juan. Juan could get it. And it's weird because I don't know. He could get it, though. I ain't gonna lie. He could get it, Juan. At me, Juan. No, I'm playing. I would never do it. Because I don't know what kind of sewage he listen. What you guys think about Mia talk about Gordon was broke when she met him and she got an inheritance? What did she say? I got an inheritance. What did she say? Inherit? I can't say the word right now. I'm sorry, guys. But it was so funny because Candace was like, I didn't know they had a stripper inheritance fund or something like that. I was like, Candace, what a weird. I don't know why y'all stay trying Candace, because listen, sis can walk circles around y'all in terms of intelligence. Like, she reads y'all to death. To bed. She put bitches to bed, okay? Hey, Candace. Girl, you should come on Chanel's Reality. Come see Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope y'all made it all the way through the 2 hours, because, listen, it felt like a lot of information. And I wrote down so much stuff, and I didn't even get to all of it. But that's okay. Like I said, guys, on your way out, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. If you're new, please, please, please subscribe. Welcome to Chanel's Reality. And if you're not, thank you so much for joining me again. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good one.